Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor. Yeah. That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Let's go.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Result is a first down.
Off the play fake, Love. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on their perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
But he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one downfield for Tillman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the first down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
33, yellow. Ready.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
McCarthy off the play fake. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there. But it's going to be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now McCarthy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Result is a 1st down.
Love now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready?
Now Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To the right side, he's got Vela. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the
3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Going forward, Deuce. Gets around him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7-yard gain.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Pierce now up the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pierce going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hand. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A 40-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Smash, yellow, 43. Ready?
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Down. Set. Second.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They need 2. Here's third down.
Let's go now. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had so much shadowing along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that down. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And a first down. First and 10.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing is McCarthy. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. McCarthy is set to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Hey, full series. Here we go. Ready?
Toss play to the right to Blue. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Let's go now.
Throwing. Love. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 45. White. Hut.
Again, it's Pacheco. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
At the 18-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. 60. Ready.
Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready. Ready. Blue 32. Cut.
Back to throw. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal.
Ready.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Able to slither by. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Here's Galindo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Pacheco is in for a touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to...
Oh, and this is blocked. And the defense has it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get your points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? Bronco 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. In motion right is Bryant. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Catch is made by Herring. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second down and 4.
At the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Spencer. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now they'll change things up.
At the 9-yard line.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. He'll try it, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Second down and 6 now. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
That's good. We're on first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On first down, it's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9. On the draw, here's Blue. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the edit. Give it LA yelling.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.